Sometimes change comes slowly. Sometimes it comes as fast as the blink of an eye. It was on the early weeks of March of 2020 when the pandemic hit. COVID-19 changed the planet, and the world was never the same again, nor will it ever be. There's no denying that 2020 is the most memorable year ever. It was on one beautiful day in the lost city of Hanik when I tried to return to the world of 2B2E. It's now 2021. I wonder what changed. There are colored shulkers now. There are shields now. I wonder what else. And so I strolled the streets of the city, wondering if there are other settlements or cities on this server that are at least as big as this. I've heard that there are the Tokyos by the Japan Fags. I've heard of big cities called Stardust and the rumors of the forgotten city of Cicada. So back to 2020, the year that we would want to forget but just keeps on remembering. It was during this time as well when the popularity of Minecraft YouTubers like FitMC and Salsi1 skyrocketed, and their features about anarchy in Minecraft helped the genre blast into the stratosphere. Anarchy itself was an interesting premise. You are dropped into a world with no rules, but then the world itself has some rules, which is ironic. Well, the challenge is to break those rules, which many lovingly did. It was during this time when 2B2E was born. Its owner is a guy named Fishy Bear. 2B2E is the Bedrock version of the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft, 2B2T. But here, you can play on mobile phones, on Switch, and also on Windows 10 as well. Differences between the Java and the Bedrock versions are superficial. One is just more mobile, and another one is more advanced.
Fishy is popularly known to be that guy who catfished Maxi with a female alt. Maxi is the owner of 2B2T MCPE, one of the oldest Anarchy servers in Minecraft Bedrock. After he found out, he banished Fishy from the server.
2B2's launch was a success. Many people moved to this server from others.
Me myself, I found this out through the Infinite Games Network, which 2E was a part of. And then it wasn't, and now it's a part of again, I think. These early times saw the rise of great bases in the server. One in particular is this huge base of a guy named Slothful Jarl, or Sloth for short. But then anarchy is anarchy, and if your server gets popular, you risk being the target of hacks. And just one day, the server was backdoored. A guy named Name got access to console with Fishy messing up roles in the Discord. Name then gave a bunch of friends OP, and they teleported to Sloth, who had a beef with one of them. They then griefed it, but then the server rolled back. Sloth quit the server, and the base was ungriefed for a good month before Karum decided to take the journey to grief it properly. Sorry if I butchered that pronunciation.
The server was then peaceful for a while.
Then came the Turk Wars. You can say it was the first actual war on 2B2E before the eventual Salt Wars that was fought by two super factions. In the Turk Wars, the two main groups involved were the Turks and Valkyria, both of which suffered losses in the initial declaration of the war and engaged in large-scale combat for the time, about 10 to 20 players aside. The war started over a dispute between the main player base and the Turkish players, who often grift community bases like Cicada and were often seen spamming chat with Turkey Varmi or something. Right now, I'm at Valkyria's stronghold, Fort Defiance, which was one of the hotspots during the war, hoping to get some artifacts for my museum, which I will show someday.
The war ended and new factions were formed. We've had factions like Dark Phoenix, Cicada, Division 69, and many, many more.
Eventually, we would soon move to the Salt Wars, which already has a lot of videos already on YouTube, I remember. A lot more happened during the time. The highways were built, new factions emerged, and then the Japanese came. Hey, but that's another story for another time. And I think that's enough history for now. For today, it's the birthday of our beloved server. I just wanna have a shout out to all the OG players who've been there since the beginning. Well, at least those that I remember.
Everybody, let's sing happy birthday.
Y'all know how the server is now. I'm hoping someday I'll be back in full capacity, playing again at the first Minecraft Bedrock server that I've grown to love. So, to the community, the 2B2E, a happy birthday to you. I'm the Saint, I'm the King, I'm the Spider. Sayonara.